Thanks, Travis. Welcome to another edition of the HGP Sportscast. In cricket, the Guyana Jaguars are this year's WICB Regional Professional Cricket League champions. More in this report.
The Guyana Jaguars clinched victory in the WICB Professional Cricket League 4-day tournament after drawing against TNT Red Force at Providence. The Jaguars pivot on pole position on 131 points and Barbados Pride are second on 108 points. On the eve of the fourth and final day, the match was declared drawn. TNT were on 99 for 3 with half an hour of play still available. Guyana grabbed the 8 points from the match and Devendra Bishu won the Man of the Match award, claiming 6 wickets in TNT first innings. Skipper Leon Johnson expressed how he felt to win the title in his second outing in charge of the national team.
Yeah, it feels good, obviously. I had some experience doing it last year and it was good. I mean, we didn't do well and we've come this year and we've played well. I mean, you have a lot of experienced cricketers now and the guys have done well. He says 17 years is a long time, and if you think about it, to be the captain of a team that is almost there after 17 years, it's a very good feeling.
The Jaguars would be impossible to catch on the points ranking with the 10th and final round remaining, even if the Barbados Pride were to receive full points and the Jaguars were to lose. This is Guyana's 6th regional first-class title and first in 17 years.
Guinness Greatest of the Street, who is made of more football, set to kick off on Wednesday at the Haslington Market Tarmac, East Coast edition. Following successful Georgetown and West Demerara tournaments, Banks DIH Limited in conjunction with the Petro organization launched the East Coast edition. The Guinness Greatest of the Streets football competition will kickstart on the East Coast this Wednesday, March 18. The idea is to find 2 lucky teams to represent the East Coast at the national playoffs in May, and a team to subsequently represent Guyana at the regional tournament in June, slated for Trinidad and Tobago. Troy Mendonza, director of Petro organization, remarked that the tournament will aid in diluting some of the social ills in society. He wants football fans to go out and have fun.
Our pleasure comes about from the support and the magnitude of the support that is demonstrated by the patrons and the exuberance shown by the players on the field of play. It allows us, through the Guinness brand, to have within the communities some level of camaraderie within the communities, and the same camaraderie among the communities, playing sport in a friendly manner. That in itself is very pleasing for us because of all the social ills that we face with these days.
The third edition of the tournament on the east coast of Demerara will cater for 16 teams. They will be vying for the winning prize of $300,000 with bragging rights to become this year's East Coast Guinness in the Street champion, while the second place will be prized with $250,000. Third place will get $100,000 and fourth $50,000. Guinness brand manager Lee Baptiste assured fans that the street ball style football tournament is here to stay.
Intends to carry on the same high expectation and performance as we witnessed in the West Coast Guinness Greatest of the Streets tournament that just concluded a month or so ago. Members of the media, Banks DIH on the Guinness brand is very proud and thankful. Very proud and thankful at the same time for the overwhelming support we have gotten to date for this activation. We want to assure all concerned that Guinness Street Football is here to stay.
The East Coast leg will run for 6 days between March 18 to April 4. Organizers urge football fans to show their usual support at the games at the traditional venue. Guyana, French Guyana, and Suriname are to form regional volleyball block to compete against one another. This will avoid expensive trips to play in the larger block. President of the Guyana Volleyball Federation, John Flores, spoke with this sportscast.
The main item that came out from Guyana is we had a meeting with the president of the World Federation where we discussed the issue of a regional bloc of nations that play volleyball, where we argued that it was very expensive for Guyana to attend many of the competitions held down south. So together with the French president, we argued that it would be beneficial to us, the smaller countries, Guyana and French Guyana, And Suriname, although Suriname is not part of the Confederation, to have these group of countries play within themselves to raise the sport to a new level.
Further discussion will be facilitated, which will focus on building a center in one of the countries, more or less Suriname, which is central to the three countries.
He did agree for us to set up a center in one of the countries. So this weekend I'm going to be attending a meeting in Suriname to discuss with Suriname the possibility of one of us setting up the center, and so we could benefit the offer made by the world president, where he's going to fund $30,000 annually for us to develop volleyball in this region.
The objective of the new arrangement is to raise the standard of volleyball in the bloc.
Now this block of countries, together with the northern part of Brazil, the northern part of Venezuela, and possibly the northern part of Colombia, will form these nations to play among themselves so we can raise the standard of volleyball.
Other benefits Guyana will derive from the CSV Congress will be training for coaches, which will start during May of this year. The Guyana Football Federation has announced the addition of 2 players from English football clubs to boost the Golden Jaguars side. Calvin Chapman with the details.
Guyanese Matthew Briggs, the youngest player to play in the English Premier League, has been added to the Golden Jaguars squad. Briggs is a Colchester United left-back who is currently on loan to Division 1 Championship side Millwall Athletic. Matthew Briggs made Premier League history in May 2007 when he outfitted for Fulham FC against Middlesbrough. He was 16 years and 65 days. That record still stands. The other English club football player that will be joining the national team as they embark on their World Cup 2018 qualifier campaign will be Neil Dans. Dans is the midfielder for Bolton Wanderers. The Jaguars take on Grenada on Sunday, 29th of March in a friendly at the National Stadium, Providence.
And that concludes our sportscast. I'm Sean Embrock. Let's take a look at the weather forecast now.